What's good? What's good, good people? It's your boy Carcino here. I want to say thank you. Thank you. That's right. Thank you. For another year, you guys have come here and shown nothing but love to the page. I appreciate all the love and support. And you guys have done nothing but shown that you cared, and I must be doing something right. So thank you. And without further ado, I want to say be safe out there. I do want you guys to be safe. It's a crazy time. I know a lot of places is locked down and closed, but some places are open. You're having a change of an election, new president coming in. Just be cautious, be careful of how you moving tonight. Know you want to go wild because you've been cooped up all this time, but keep your wits about yourself. Now, for your entertainment and pleasure, let's close the new year out right. We're going to do the top 10 best hip hop albums of the year. My selection. Yours might differ from mine. So in the comment section, if you want to leave your top 10, that's all right. Now, the selection of music hadn't really changed too much. Certain people weren't as busy because they couldn't get out and tour. Messed up a lot of money for people. Now you seeing them bounce all over social media because they ain't got nothing else to do. Now, at number 10, I got AG Bando, AK-47 Bando album. Now, this album, you might say, oh, you being biased. Nah, it's the album I played. Maybe because I relate to it the most, because most of it is about Chicago and Midwest. But anybody can relate to this album. I mean, Shell Shock and Streets are like two of my favorite songs on the album, period. Hands down. But it's about growing up in this new environment, being a father, and gotta hustle and grind and survive. This is the whole album is about. Like, I'm dealing with the cards you gave me, and I'm making it happen. But I realize I gotta go hard. I gotta do this, and I know it's a short period of time. Like songs like Ain't Got Time, Growth and Development, Sacrifices, you know, Streets, a song that talks about actually being afraid to go to sleep at night because you're afraid you're gonna miss out on some money. That relates to me all the time. Now, at number 9, we got West Side Gun. West Side Gun, baby. Now, I played West Side Gun album about, man, I swear he's got like some of the hardest beats in the world. I can't even front on you on that. That's just crazy. That Pray for Paris. Mm, mm, mm. Some of the hardest beats ever. The 327, George Bondo, the song 500 Ounces with Freddie Gibbs. You know, this is what I'm talking about. The Claiborne Kick with Bodie James. You know, they was bringing it. These boys been bringing it. So if anybody hating on them, sorry. These boys been bringing it, man. At number 8, I got Lil Wayne Funeral. As crazy as Lil Wayne is, ladies and gentlemen, Weezy baby, Lil Wayne is crazy. He's this, he's that, but Lil Wayne has definitely changed the game and showed people that, damn, with like 50 songs almost, that's what it seemed like. 24 songs, he brought it. He brought it, man. I mean, lyrically, this dude, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if that stuff enhances his lyrics, but my goodness. I mean, this wasn't like this way better than the Carter 5, to say the least. But the Funeral, the deluxe, yeah, they got the deluxe version, but my God. Flows, flows, and flows. At number 7, we got G Herbo. G Herbo. PTSD. Yay from Chicago. Shut up. Don't mean that. That's why I picked it. This is his best album completed project ever made. I mean, he's only like 20, early 20s and stuff. But formerly known as Lil Herb, G Herbo is definitely, this is a standout, performance by him. He showed his growth on making songs, complete songs instead of just rhyming. He definitely got a feature with Chance and just murked that. He got a song with Juice World and one with Uzi. And from what you're seeing is this is another, Chicago is somebody, a city that sees the evils of the world more than others, because it's like a war zone in certain areas. So they get to see the realities of what their America looks like. So they talk about survival from death and violence and from their perspectives. So it gives them focus and drive. So when you listen to the lyrics, you're able to understand it a little clearer. It's not just all about, I'm just going to go out and blasting people just to be blasting them. There's purpose. There's an unwillingness to want to do it. Now, I think that coming from that type of a growth can mature a lot of people. I think that will move a lot of people forward than backwards. At number 6, we got Nas. Nas, 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 Nas. I played this album. This was Nas tapping into his "I'm gonna try to connect with the youth" album. And it's a risk, and that's why I love Nas doing that. King's Disease. I mean, when he did Replace Me, he did the Full Circle with the Firm. I like the Spicy song, even though a lot of people don't like Foreign, Fabio, but I thought that song was awesome. Car 85, Charlie Wilson song. He was trying to reach out to the youth as far as still keeping his fans, his core fans that's following him. So this was a grown up man's album, but trying to not exclude the young, trying to actually include them instead of, judging them and talking down on them. Now, we move on. As the list is narrowing down to the top 5 albums, rather. I said songs, albums of the year. Number 5, Busta Rhymes. I'm Busta Rhymes. Now, Busta, to me, with this Extinct Level 2, it brought back the element of hip hop of fun. This is what you would call a fun album. Educational, free thought, but fun. But when you start trying to call albums part 2, mostly artists who do that because they're missing something. They want to try to go back to where it was good. You're basically saying, what I've been doing ain't been working. I got to go back and do something else. So I got to go back in time to be that. Remember me at that period. Yeah, this is the sequel to that, not what I've been doing. So he wants to go back to where he believes it was all good. But it gave him focus. And this album was great. It's a great album to hear from Busta. It was fun. Now, people are going to be surprised I got that album so high. But it was because I probably hadn't heard a fun album in a long time. Number 4, I got Benny the Butcher. The Butcher coming, nigga. Burden of Proof. Know how long I've been waiting to say that line? The Butcher coming, nigga. Oh, man. Burden of Proof is the most complete album. The most complete album by Benny the Butcher. The thing about Benny the Butcher is simple. Benny is direct. With his flow, his approach, everything. Like everything is just so direct. Burden of Proof is a masterpiece put together. Sly Green, One Way Flight, Timeless, Legend. I mean, it's so many hits on there. Famous, New Streets. I mean, I can listen to this. War Paint. I mean, how many more hits do we got? It's a growth album. not all the songs are the same. And he's showing that I can do different styles of records, which he did when he was rapping on other people's songs that I didn't even know Benny was. I'm like, wait a minute, Benny was on that record. What was he doing on that? But he's showing he got range. He ain't just somebody that's going to, just talking about, the black soprano gang stuff all day. He's seeing new things. He's evolving. Now, besides that, we move on to number 3. Big Sean, Detroit 2. The second Detroit album is amazing. It's an amazing album. I cannot tell you that lie. Big Sean has delivered once again. They hate the man. Don't know why. But Big Sean delivered with the Detroit 2 album. I mean, you ever seen somebody do a song with a block? The song Lithuania is dope, but Full Circle, I like that song. I like the song Friday Night Cypher with everybody from the D, basically, on that record. Listen. When that beat come on in the car, I'm playing Friday Night Cypher. Everybody was just going off Cypher. Lil Wayne got off on the Dom Life. Story of Dave Chappelle commentating on it, talking about what happened when he went to Detroit. Wolves, another one. Lucky Me. Harder Than My Demons, that's another hit. ZTF. Oh! Another hit. Man, I swear, it's so many hits on this. It's crazy. But that's my number 3. Big Sean is grown up. Now, number 2 is going to shock a lot of people. But like I said, this is my list. And you can get your own list. And I'm interested because, I check it out. I'm going to see your list. But number 2 is Freddy Gibbs, Alfredo. His best project to date. Well, so don't say that. Fuck that. I'm gonna get a woman anyway. It don't make no goddamn difference. Fuck that. All that. 1985. that whole little intro. God is perfect. The Frank Lucas joint with Benny. Something to rap about with Tyler. All Glass. Skinny Suge. This dude lyrical output has gone nowhere but up. He has gotten better every album. He got rappers talking about him. Like, man, you heard that Freddy Gibbs? Gary, Indiana is on the map. Midwest is getting it done. Midwest is getting it done. Talk about that. Let's talk about that. Midwest, baby. Yeah, if he just cut... Look, if he cut Rick Ross off of Scotty Beam, I'm good. Babies and Fools? Are you kidding me? That is a classic. So you gotta... Conway on something to rap about? No. Conway, I'm talking about Babies and Fools. That's probably the best song on the album. Tyler, the Creator, was on something to rap about. And that was dope. But Babies and Fools? Come on with it. Now that we here, we gonna give some honorable mentions to some songs, to some albums that could have been on here. Uh, that were slept on albums, basically. They'd probably be on a slept ons list. A lot of people are gonna talk about it, but I'm talking about 21 Savage. I'm talking about Survival Kit by Goody Mob. That's another album. I just didn't get all the way into it. I probably didn't give it enough, but listening to it was like going back in time. I do like the joint with Three Stacks and Big Boy on it. Pray for the Sheep. Uh, yeah, Frontline. Those were dope, and I listened to that one. Um, Welcome to O Block, King Von. It's another one that just came out. I'm like listen to it once. Get it. Sad that he gone, but and for female rap, Queen of the South, Mulatto. That album was hot. I can't even lie. I can't even front on that. That was kind of hot. I just ain't gave it a lot of run through. But another one that's on the honorable mentions is Jay Electronica, Written Testimony. The song Exhibit C with Jay-Z. Everybody likes that song. Jay is known for his elite lyricism, but he put a lot of jewels in that album, that I liked and I appreciated on it. One of them that would be my number 11 on the list is one nobody was really talking about was Bodie James and Alchemist, that the price of tea in China. Yeah, my first chemistry set. Bodie, reaching for new heights, doing what he doing. It's a good sophomore project. And Meet the Woo 2 by Pop Smoke. That stuff got A Boogie with the Hoodie on it. That's that Foreigner song, and then Shake the Room. Man, what else came out? That was crazy. They was talking about Moneybagg Yo, that Time Served. I never really got into Time Served. I never really checked that out fully. I heard a couple songs. It was alright, but nothing to put up here to take these downs. Or the Nile Chopper, NLE Chopper. I listened to it. Didn't really do nothing for me. But, I heard your suggestions. So it ain't like it fell on deaf ears. Now, the number one on the list, the number one album of 2020, Conway the Machine, From a King to a God. You should have known that when the list was made, this was going to be number one. The Griselda wave is strong. Man. Without any support, really, from the shady side whatsoever. Woo! This is it. I mean, Armani Caesar came through, did his thing. Lloyd Banks, Meth. Like, this was a whole New York album. Eric Sermon produced something when he didn't even have to. Premier. Man. This thing was crazy. I mean, this whole album, this whole project is beyond ludicrous on how good it is. It's like standing ovation all the way through because you can't even believe how great it is. I'm just proud I'm proud of the fact that it did what people's then, it was hyped up. Believe me, there was a lot of hype going into Conway. And the way he honored Prodigy on it, and held it down, because Prodigy looked at him as like, this dude here is the one. And he did it. Got the best album of 2020. Doe and Damani, Lemon. I drove from Florida bumping this album. That's an 18-hour drive. I had 18 hours listening to Griselda. Got caught up on a lot of music. Raw Oysters. Oh man. Spurs Part 3. Or Spurs 3 rather. With Gunn and Benny. Forever Dropping Tears. Man. Juvenile Hell was the first Mobb Deep album. Got Havoc on the track, man. This is an amazing piece of work, man. Guys, that's one thing, when you start doing this, you start forgetting all the stuff you listened to all year. You be like, man, damn, I forgot about that. And I forgot about that. It's crazy. But this was a powerful year, man, for music. Very powerful. All I could say is I loved it. Every bit of it. Every bit. So hopefully they keep bringing the real. Because in the end, that's all that matters. Being real. All right, 2021. Hopefully things start turning around and people start getting back in the studio, making music and doing the things that they do. I'm out.